All right, guys and gals, y'all have done the hard work of writing a TDA. So now comes the easy part. You've typed it, you have it in your rough draft form, so I want you to pull up your rough draft. Now I want you to go to the Google Classroom and I want you to pull up the document that I have that says TDA Final. It's your copy. Now you're going to copy and paste from your rough draft onto the final draft document. So you all know how to do this, I'm sure, but you'll just take it and highlight it, your first paragraph. Actually, no, easiest thing is just to go ahead and highlight it all 3 paragraphs from your rough draft, right click or Control C to copy, and then go over to your final draft and paste it. Now, once you've done that, we're going to walk through making sure that you have your essay in the correct format. This is a formal essay, so we don't want fancy fonts and fancy colors or pictures. It's just going to be the text. So I want you to take a look at your body, your introduction, your body, and your conclusion. And I want you to highlight it all. Of course, this is my example. It doesn't have anything to do really with the TDA, except for some instructions. But once you have it all highlighted, I want you to click on the font, and I want you to go down to the T's, to T's, Times New Roman. Click on that. And then on the size, I want you to click it to 14. This is a nice, easy size for my old eyes to be able to grade it. So your entire your 3 paragraphs, or 5 if you've written the 5-paragraph essay, will now be in Times New Roman and 14 font, and you don't want any bold. Now, if you have, for example, the title of the book, Watson's Goes to Birmingham or Refugee, you want to highlight that. Let's pretend this is the title. You want to highlight it and you want to make it in italics, so you would click the I, and you see how it makes it italics. So you do that for the title. Remember proper capitalization for your title as well. Now that we have your essay copied and pasted in the correct font, we need to put a title on this. So I'm going to go back to the very beginning and hit enter a couple times, and then go back up to the top, and I'm going to type the title of the book. So let's do Watson's. I think it's actually The Watsons. The Watsons Go to Birmingham TDA. Since that's my title, I do want to highlight it and I want to center it. So I'm going to go over to this, and you see these little areas. This one should be where it says align. You're going to click this one, which centers my title. See how it's nice and centered? And if you want to make it bold to stand out, you can do that. So I have the Watsons Goes to Birmingham, the Watsons Go to Birmingham TDA. That's my title. And since this is the title of the book, let's go ahead and put in italics too to be proper. Okay, so I'm going to enter twice and put some space in. Your body paragraphs, you want to have a space in between each paragraph, but you also want to indent. So if I'm going to indent each paragraph, I'm going to take my cursor and click on the beginning, and I'm going to hit the tab button 1 time. When I do that, it tabs over 5 spaces. So I'm going to click here, hit the tab button, and I'm going to click here and hit the tab button. That shows me that this is a paragraph. It's indented, there's a space, indented, there's a space, and indented. Now that I have my title, each of my paragraphs indented, I want to go back to the beginning, and I want you to click up here on Tools, Spelling and Grammar, and do a spelling and grammar check. Whoops. And it'll go through. It says my document looks good. But let's say if I had para GRPS. Let's say I spelled the word paragraphs wrong. And let's say I have should is wrong. Just to show you what'll happen. If I click Tools, Spelling Grammar, check. Look at there. It caught my word paragraph, so it was misspelled, and it says that's the correct one. If I know the word's correct, I can hit ignore, but otherwise, that's the one I want to use, and accept, and it changes them. So definitely important to do that. Go through, revise it. You can definitely change words if you want to. You can move sentences around if you feel like after you read it, you need to do that. Every sentence should start with a capital letter, end with a period. Every character's name should start with a capital letter. Watson's Go Birmingham, and the title needs to be capitalized. So check everything carefully.